Morgan, what sort of opponent what sort of game are you expecting here tonight?
Yeah, we expect them to come hard. Obviously, they're playing for their playoff lives, and they've been playing hard lately. They've been playing extremely well since we played them last in Toronto. So we're expecting an extremely competitive game.
Is that kind of good for you guys?
Yeah.
The fact that
Yeah,
you're focused, you're into
I think so. I think so. I mean, it's going to be a playoff-like game. Again, they're going to come hard. I mean, they have a lot to play for, and for us, that's perfect. Gearing up, going in that direction. We want to play well, and get into that playoff mode, and we're expecting that kind of atmosphere.
What did the game off the other night do for you, or does for you
Yeah.
this part of the time of the season?
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, you try to take the most out of it as you can. As a player, you want to play every night, but ultimately, when you have a chance to rest, and it's a good chance to watch the game, get a different perspective, and you come back feeling good, and you want to play well and perform. So, that's where me and Broads are at.
What are your first impressions of Matt Nyes? Guessing he's around the team now.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for him to come into our group, and it's important for our players to make him feel comfortable, and for him to come in and just be himself, just do his thing. He's a big kid. He obviously had a great year, tough ending, but it's a good chance to come in here, and hopefully there's more good things to come for him.
What's your first impression of his personality, type of guy he is?
We haven't had a chance to get to know him that well. He was at the hotel this morning briefly. We had a chance to speak, and I'm sure he's got lots going on. He's been dealing with a lot the last couple of days. So for him, I think it's just important that we make him feel comfortable to come in here and play his game if he's in, and just try to help him out as much as we can.
What do you know about what he's done this season? Obie Baker finalist, how much? I
Yeah.
don't know how much you know about
I don't know a ton about college hockey. I'm going to be honest, but I know that they had a great group, and he had a good season. So to have him here now is important for us, and again, our guys are going to do our best to make him feel comfortable, and so he can come in here seamlessly and feel good and confident.
Austin's really coming into form right now. What impressed you the most about his evolution this season?
I don't know. With him, he just kind of does his thing, and it's always impressive. To be where he's at. This time of year is a great sign for our team, and I think he understands the importance of his role and the type of player that he is for our group. So, just the responsibility that he takes on every game and every day of being that superstar guy. He's been great at that.
What's it like for you guys when you have a backup goalie that's not a professional player? You always want to protect Samson when he's in the net, but is there like an extra focus to that?
No, honestly, try not to overthink it. You just go out there and play, and it's not something that as players we're worried about. We're just going to go out there and play, and that's about it.
Well, Ryan, how much do you know about Matthew Nyes?
Not a ton. I'm excited to see him play. Obviously, a lot of talk about him and such. Seen a few clips here and there, but I'm excited to see him. I think obviously going to the finals and Obie Baker finalist. It's going to be pretty cool.
Can you imagine being in his shoes, like playing in the finals, flying back, then flying back, and
no, it's it's definitely it's got to be a crazy last little stretch for him, but it's obviously so exciting to come to this team and such a good team and such, but to our first game and such, it's going to be a really cool experience for him.
Sheldon said you've become one of the most chatty guys on the bench. Do you think you'll make an effort to try and talk him through tonight?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think for all of us, when our first games, I think that's something you're just trying to take it all in, and for myself, you kind of do whatever you can to kind of help him out and help his first experience.
When did that start for you, being more chatty on the bench? Is that natural, or is it something you kind of grew into and felt more comfortable as your career went on?
I think from my first year till now, obviously, I think that's just something that's constantly progressed, and turning into more of a leader on teams. I think you get more comfortable speaking, and understand the game a bit better, so it's a lot easier to communicate that.
Have you talked to Matthew much at all today,
or? Just briefly in the morning, got to say hi and introduce myself, but I'm looking forward to seeing him play and chatting with him more.
Nylander was talking about how well you fit in with him and John. Just why do you think it worked, or what did you like, I guess, on that line?
I thought we played very well together. I thought we started very predictable. I thought we defended well, and when we do that, I think our game kind of fell into place from there. But I just thought we were just kind of reading off each other well, and just doing those little things right.
We see videos of you pregame doing sort of hand-eye stuff. I think you do some juggling as well. When did that start?
I've been doing that for very, very many years now. I still train with my dad a bit, and he's always kind of had to focus on different training methods and juggling and doing a lot of stuff on a balance beam and stick handling golf balls and different things, and it just kind of incorporated it into my routine. And I think just something that helps give me confidence and just being able to process and have that coordination kind of helps.
Do a lot of teammates ask you about it? Like, have you gotten anyone else into those types of routines?
The odd guy here and there. I think guys ask about it. A lot of guys think I'm a little crazy, but no, it's for the most part, I think guys are always intrigued by it. Everyone's got their own kind of little things that they do, but yeah, for me, it's just something I like. Yeah, again, it just kind of helps get my brain going and that coordination going.
So like, what kind of impact does it have? Is it calming or like?
I think just help processing. I think, for myself, when I usually warm up, it's kind of a scan too. Sometimes, you need a bit more stuff on your body. Sometimes it's more mental. I think a lot of it's scanning that and seeing. But yeah, I think it helps kind of with that processing, my hand-eye, all those little things. Like I said, help give me confidence as I go into the game.
Austin's really coming into form. Is there anything you've noticed from him being on the same team as him, as opposed to playing against him this year?
Yeah, it's been really cool to be able to see him not just in the games too, but in practice, all the little details he has. Definitely just been so impressed that just whenever he has the puck, it just seems like he's just in full control of it. Like there's never a time where he can't make a play, or for me watching, I think he's stuck sometimes. Next he's getting it around the guy or through the guy. It's been very impressive.
The plan for Matt Knies moving forward here?
Knies will play tonight here. He's actually wasn't the plan initially, but Lafferty, in addition to Yarncroc, is unavailable today, so had to move up his plan to get him in here tonight. So he'll be 11-7 with that being the case. And yeah, great opportunity for him to get right in. Hasn't been ideal circumstances for him in terms of his travel and even his day-to-day medicals and all these kind of things, but ideal circumstances passed us by long ago, so here we are.
What's going on with Sam?
Just something tightened up after practice yesterday and through travel, and he's just not available today and probably unlikely for tomorrow as well, but day to day.
What's your message to Matt? Like, what do you tell him going into this game?
Really, I mean, especially on this one here, because it's been such a whirlwind for him between playing the Frozen Four and then losing in that overtime there, and then traveling back with his teammates to Minnesota and settling some things there, and then returning back to Florida here, and then now today we had to get him out to get some medicals and different standardized testing that they have to do before they can play. So maybe that's tiring for him, and maybe less thinking and less time to worry about things. Just go out and play and have fun. And our mindset for it is just to give him an opportunity here to get comfortable in the league with this little time we have left. And obviously he's a great prospect and a player that we're really excited about. And then we'll just give him a chance to play and try to get him as comfortable as possible, as quickly as possible.
Can you explain your goalie situation tonight?
Yeah, so Samsonov's going to start. Matt Murray's unavailable today, likely unavailable tomorrow as well to back up. So not sure exactly where it's left off right now, but at the hotel earlier, I know that Kyle and Brandon were working on securing us an ATO again here tonight to back up for us.
Why weren't you allowed to call up a goalie?
Not a question for me. I don't have the details on that. I know the focus really for Kyle and Brendan, especially for this game here, is something we've been targeting for the last little while of icing the best possible lineup we could for this game with who's available for us, both in that, we look at it as an opportunity to play a game against a team that's looking to secure a playoff spot, and it's going to be an intense and competitive game. And then also it's a game that has meaning in the standings for multiple other teams in the league as well. So we felt this one was an important one to ice the best possible team, and that's what Kyle and Brandon have been working towards. And the addition of Knies gives us an additional option. The goaltending stuff's been unfortunate how all that's played out with injuries and such, with Yarncroc and Lafferty just the same, but we'll have a group ready to go tonight.
Is it possible Ilya plays tomorrow as well?
We're taking it a day at a time here at this point.
Are you concerned about his workload? I mean, I'm guessing if you had two goalies, he may have gotten some of these games off.
That was the plan. I mean, we had him playing. I wanted him to play these 3 games in particular in a row. The Montreal game the other night at home, getting him that game was important to me. And this game here, like I said, we've been targeting for a while as a game that, we really wanted to give, dress our lineup as close to it as possible with what's available, and it was important for us to get him in this game.
How do you plan on using that? He's playing to put him like with a veteran guy to try and help him? Or?
Yeah, I've thought a lot about that. And it's a tricky one, because I also want to keep our top 6 intact here today from what we've used in previous games, or certainly in the last game. So it's a tricky one, though. At the same time, we have 11 forwards, so things will move around quite a bit. But, for me, I think it's important that I try to get them, some of the, let's call it easier matchups and less difficult matchups, maybe is a better term, tonight, and just allow them to get out there and get comfortable. And, I've got them lined up with Achari and Kerfoot, 2 veteran guys that talk a lot and know the structure and are very reliable defensive players, and allow him to get comfortable. But there'll be some movement there with 11 forwards tonight.